Perfect. And if you can see me and hear me, go ahead and leave me down a comment down below. I'm kind of watching on my phone here. It's like a multitasking thing. It's got like my whole tech thing set up. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. Super excited to have you here. I don't know. I think some of you actually do work online. Let me know where you're tuning in from. That's the number one. As you are watching this live, pop it in the chat down below. Where are you? I love to travel, as many people many of you know. I love to travel, so I can travel through just different places. So super cool. Let me know. Yeah, I see lots of people are hopping on. Awesome, and it's working. Let me know if you can hear me as well. I'm like doing this whole new setup. I never done this before, so I like but I'm willing to take the chance. Like, you gotta take the risk, right? On the other side of fear is bliss, right? And here we go, California. Nice. That means that you can hear me, because otherwise you wouldn't be saying that. Super cool. I'm gonna give it till 4 o'clock before we start. But super cool to see so many of you are hopping on, and let's have a good time, Okay, it's 4 o'clock, so I'm gonna go on the dot. It's 4 o'clock for me. That means it's 10 o'clock over in Eastern time, and 10 o'clock in the night over in Asia. So super freaking cool to have you guys here. So for those of you, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Nina. I'm a freaking entrepreneur at heart, and I just realized that, just me, if I think about that I have to sit down and write like a CV or apply for a job, I'm already going like, no, not doing that. So I'm an entrepreneur. I love to travel. I do different things. I own the restaurant. I've been a dive instructor. I own a restaurant in the Caribbean on a small island, and I was a dive instructor also in the Caribbean, also in Asia. I studied on the Gold Coast, Australia. I worked for the government in Greenland. I was an au pair in the United States. My background is IT. I actually have a university degree in IT and economics. I have my own IT company. I have my own company now since 2008. So I've done a lot of stuff, guys. But since 2019, I've been working online with the same freaking company and the same community and same educational platform, right? Since 2019. So yeah, I got a question here of diving. Yes, I am actually a dive instructor, and I did my I did my dive master in Mauritius, and then I did my dive instructor in Asia, and then I worked on PP in Thailand, which was freaking awesome. But it's like, guys, I mean, on PP Thailand, you go to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and you get up at 6. It's like, what? I can't do that. And that's how I actually ended up going to the Caribbean, because just to look for like a different thing, and that's how I came to Saba. Yep. Where I was a boat captain and a dive instructor for a year before we bought the restaurant that I did with my partner. We had it for 6 years. Yeah. And it's still there. It's called Shea Boba today. So if you go to Saba, make sure you check it out. So hey guys. Oh, it's so cool to see you guys hopping on. So yeah, let me know where you are hopping on from. I'm looking down because I gotta have it on my phone. It's like it's a two-way system here. I don't know. So anyhow, okay. So basically, what we're going to cover today is. But I want to know what you guys are doing at the moment. We want to talk more about, what I'm doing and see if that's going to be a fit for you. I'm looking for people to come and sit at a table with me, who's ready for, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to change. Or somebody who's already doing something and they want to add to it. But I need people that are like, we don't need anything. I want to have people that are like my energy and that kind of thing. But let's talk about it, because let's see what it is, Okay, so what we're going to cover is like how can we choices we do in life that's going to fit the dreams and goals that we have, right? So the first thing we need to kind of think about when we do that is like, okay, who are we and what do I actually want? Like, what are the things that I wanted? And because on this call, we're focusing a little bit more on the business and the business mindset. What would you like to do, like, as your career or your job or your income? Where's that going to come from, right? are you okay with like, and some people are, and it's nothing negative about that, you know, because some people, they would like uh, you know, have their job and they go to work, and you know, they're really fulfilled by it, you know, and that's absolutely fine, you know. And but I know somebody like in what I do that are a teacher, but guess what? They are doing this on the side. You know what? Why? Because it gives them the extra stream of income, right? Because they love teaching, but that's not necessarily the best paid job in the world at the moment, right? So then you can use this business to supplement, so you can actually do what you love, which is teaching, right? So so let me know in the comments, what is your passion? What's your dreams? Like, if you can like do anything, like what would you do? What would that be, right? And I think it's important to think about that. And then you can go like, the next question follow up to that is like, okay, so how much does it cost to do what you want to do? Like, if you were to have like the freedom to do whatever that is, it might be that you want to have a cabin up in the mountain, it might be that you want to travel the world, it might be that you would like to send your kids to college, it might be not in Norway though, because it's free education, but you know, what is that? What is that thing that you dream about getting done, and how much is that? And the reason why it's important to ask this question is because start to get clear on like, how much does it cost me to do the things that I want to do, to live the life that I want to do? What does that look like, and how do I get that done? So yeah, be creative and inspired. Yes. And I think the thing is too, is that I love to be able to be me. Oh, that's the most, because I used to do IT in London. I usually had to dress a certain way because that was kind of the dress code. Working, you know, I had my own company, but I still had to go into like a company or I was hired in as a freelancer. Right? And here I am, you know, spending my Saturdays and freaking buying clothing for my job on Monday. I'm like, no. It's like, why am I spending my Saturday and my money on going to buy clothing that I need for work? It's like this cycle of things, right? And actually, those were the good days. There was like crystal chandeliers and the whole shabam, the BMW, everything was there. Like, my partner had like an expat deal. It was like the whole shabam, right? And then we left all that to go, and we went from whatever we made, which was a lot, down to like $45 a day to become dive instructors. Because guess what? My quality of life is so much more important than money. But having said all that, having money is also a good thing. But anyway, so just have a little think about that, like what that would look like, right? And the other thing that I want to say, because one of the places this live is streaming is into Genius Connections. And I know in there's a lot of people that are spiritual, that do spiritual work, which is amazing. But working in and being, you know, spiritual and helping people through traumas and being, you know, supporting and being the coach doesn't mean you have to go around and be broke. No, you can be spiritual and actually make a lot of money. You don't have to go and walk in robes and sit in a bush and don't have money for your tea that day. It's not necessary. It's okay, because remember, we are all abundant beings, right? So being spiritual and being on a spiritual journey does not mean that you have to be broke. There's a way around that. Okay, so hang on, listen in how we can do this, because we can combine everything, right? Yeah, and I see the Saudi. Oh, you had a diving accident. Oh, yeah, that's deep diving into creating a company that you want. Michael Christian, you're on the right place. Is that Michael Christian Duffy? It's like, just love your name. Hey, California. All right, so what we're going to look at, so I'm going to go through a couple of slides. We're going to talk about, you know, what this business model that I do and have been doing since 2019, what does it look like? Okay. We call it the freedom business model, because it actually is, it has, once you see it, and this is what I always often say to people, I say, do you see what I see? I'm always curious about that, you know? Because when I saw this business model, I literally went like, holy smokes, where the frick do I sign? We'll talk more about that. We're going to come to this slide. Let me just start up. Give me some 777s in the chat if you're ready to dive into the presentation. Let me see if we can get some sevens. Not saving it. You guys don't want to see the presentation? You gotta give me some sevens. I'm not doing it. Okay. Well, maybe, oh, here we go. Triple sevens, yes. And the reason I'm doing this, because I am actually all about numerology, about, when you see a triple digit, it's a sign. It means something, right? Stop, be grateful, move on. All right. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So basically what we're going to cover is the three topics, right? We're going to talk about a high ticket offer. We're going to talk about social media. And we're also going to talk about automation and sales and systems. And the last one is, people use the word super sexy. It's not really a word that I use in my vocabulary, but I freaking get it. It's freaking awesome. And just wait till we come to that part, because remember, maybe some of you on this call or watching this, you've been coaches or something like that. You gotta have leverage, because it's like everybody's like, oh yeah, I wanna do big, I want to 10x, I want to do all these things online. Well, great. How are you gonna deal with it? How are you gonna deal with 100 people coming into your business? Do you actually have the systems and the automation in place to do so? Okay, this is what we need to talk about so that you're ready, and we have that. This is why it's so cool. Okay, so. And of course you gotta stay until the end of the call, or because I got something I want to really share with you guys, and I want to give you an amazing offer. Anyway, okay, all right. So these are the three things we're going to cover. A little bit about me. I already kind of think I've done enough introduction about myself. The other thing you need to know is that I am a true believer in following your passion. And I'm very stubborn in following my passion. Like if I find my passion, I'm like, yeah, that. And I will go and I will go and I will go. And I will I told friends and family, I said, I need to stay in this energy right now. So don't come over and knock on my door to tell me that you disagree about what I say or do. This is not the time for it. We'll do that later, but right now I'm going to stay here. So I'm really clear and I'm standing in my lane. And I wanted to say, so what we do is that we grow organizations in teams. If you come in and join me, I will freaking support you. I'll be the one screaming from the mountaintops for you. And I will stand right next to you to go through this, because there's going to be naysayers. There's going to be people who said, I don't know about this. I don't know. Anyway, okay. So the other thing that is part of this slide too, is community. Yes. I started when I started to look at what am I going to do online, then one of the things I was looking into was like, buy things on Alibaba, send it over to Amazon.com, sell it there, drop shipping, Spotify, Shopify, and I don't know, all these things, right? So number one, I was on the Caribbean island with 2,000 people with very bad internet. so I couldn't have any products going anywhere. I couldn't heavily depend on really things that required a lot of bandwidth, like I don't know, mining cryptocurrency or something like that. And so when I came across this, I was like, okay, I can actually do it from my location. So what I want to say with that is that, remember, location for what we do is never an argument for not doing it. Okay. And this is also the other one that I want you to think a little bit about. Is the way you are currently creating an income going to pay you for the rest of your life, whether you are working or not? Or will the money stop coming in when you stop working? And what we're actually saying here is that, like, for example, I work like a substitute at the school. So I do like the primary school and some high school. And I love that. I actually love being with 7-year-olds. I mean, you got the best questions, right? And the energy, right? And so I love being there, right? But I only get paid for the hours I'm actually there. So if I'm there for 6 hours, I get paid for 6 hours, right? And this is kind of the old way of, well, not the old way, it's a way of living life, which is fine. For me, that doesn't fit. And for a lot of people, if you really want to grow, you really want to move ahead, you need to kind of look into getting your own business. You need to look at what can I do that I can maybe leverage, meaning like if I create a course, you're going to be able to sell that. Maybe you sell it like, you record it once and you sell it 5 times. That's what it's about, right? So what we're looking at is how we can actually leverage that. um, Okay, so what is the true freedom business model? And this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so number one, let me just hop around on this one. So time freedom basically means that it doesn't mean you're not going to work. It does not mean that you're going to have to work. You're going to have to put in the hours, but it means that you can decide when you do that. So if you are a morning person, hey, get up early, go to the gym, get your things done, get to work and get it done by 12 o'clock, you're done. If you are like one that likes to work in the night, knock yourself out. If your best hours might be between 11 o'clock in the night and 3 o'clock in the morning, go for it. This is what I mean about time freedom, is that you can choose when you work, because this is not a get rich quick scheme where you don't have to work. You're gonna have to work. So, but you get to choose when you do that, right? Okay, location freedom, that is, for example, what I done is that, so I started my business when I was in the Caribbean, and I took my business with me, and I'm now in Northern Norway. So way into the Arctic Circle for those of you who don't know, actually. So anyway, so location freedom means you can do the work wherever you are. And the other thing that I think is super important is that you are a global distributor for this company, which means that you can sell in any market. Like I'm talking to people that are in New Zealand or Australia or Brazil or Canada. It doesn't matter. India, it doesn't matter where the person is. And also this is actually what makes me really excited, because I freaking love that. I love to talk to people like, where are you? It's like I'm in the winter and they're in the summer, and people that are doing things, and I don't know, I just really, really love the concept of international and people being from all over. Okay, financial freedom, we're gonna come more into that as we go. This company that I have affiliated with, which you can too, have a career path. It's in there, it's possible. It's not gonna be overnight, no. But when you do the work and when you keep at it and when you don't freaking give up, then you're gonna reach it. So that's coming, more about that, and health and inner freedom. I mean, I do a lot of journaling. I've always been doing that. I've been writing. It's like, and the thing is too, in business in general, you're not gonna be able to, well, you can hustle your way to a certain extent of financial freedom, for example, but there's got to be an upper limit where you have to you have to change your mindset. You have to work on yourself. You have to work on who you are in order to be able to tap into that kind of money or that kind of freedom or that kind of health. Because the other thing too is that what happens when things start to fall together, right? And then you have more time. Say you have more income, so now you have to work so much, or you have more freedom when you're going to work, and now you can have more time on taking care of yourself, right? And then you have to learn to take care of yourself, because guess what? You gotta become the abundant person in order to generate it, right? So it's like all these pieces fall together. Anyway, so I'm super excited about that. All right, this little picture about me. Like I say, I do a lot of things. What I didn't notice, I'm also a skydiver. I got 38 jumps. Let me know if there's any skydivers on this call. It's fucking awesome. I love it. Okay, so basically what we do is, let me just have a sip of water actually. Cheers. All right. So basically what we do is that we are in the industry of high-ticket affiliate marketing. And what that means is that you get a commission on promoting other people or this company's products, right? And also because this company specifically has been around for 50 years, but that's what a high-ticket affiliate marketing is that you promote a product and then you receive a commission because you promoted the product. But if you do affiliate marketing, it means that you do not have to deal with customer service, all the processing of the order and potential returns or whatever happens. Like that is handled by the company. So all you do in affiliate marketing is to promote. Okay, let me know, give me some ones in the comment if you understand that, because this is super important. This is why affiliate marketing is so awesome. Give me some ones in the comment, because the thing is, if you're doing drop shipping or whatever, guess what? You have to worry about that product and all that stuff. So, okay. Anyway, so affiliate marketing means that you do not have to. You promote the product and then you receive a commission because of that. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So this one actually goes through a little bit more in detail. So, you find a company that you want to partner with that already exists, and choosing between high ticket and low ticket. And I think this is important to kind of talk about. So, if you do a low ticket company, it means that you might get a commission on $5, $20, $50 maybe on a sale. What we do when I'm saying high ticket, I mean high ticket as of you are starting at $340 and up for one product. So what happens, and I can show you how big. After on sale number 23, I can show you how to get 6 points. So that's 6 times 340. I'm talking US dollars, just so you guys know. Yeah. And this is the difference, because now we're talking about that you can get thousands of dollars versus 50, 60, 80, right? So high ticket versus low ticket. And also, what you have seen, if you've been around in my space, you will see that I talk about Enagic, I talk about water, I share about it. I share about what it is, because I had it since 2019 when I joined, right? And it's freaking awesome. And I just see more and more and more. And I actually didn't know much about the water when I first joined. I learned about it. But anyway, we'll talk more about the product. And like I say, number 3 is that you then receive a commission on your referral into the company. Yeah. All right, that's it. So let's talk about, because this was also something that I was considering to do, was to actually get my own and have my own product, right? And I just gotta say this before I go into this, because I hear so many people say, "Oh, but that's a lot of money to invest." I'm like, yeah, well, how much money do you think, like, for example, I spent on buying the rights to have a restaurant where I had it? How much did that cost me, right? And the thing is, so I had a restaurant, and say, okay, our restaurant was okay, so I was able to sell it and then kind of break even. But what if you invested in, like, say you did like a digital product or whatever, something that you didn't use, and then you just spent the money and then you get nothing left for it? And the thing is, for us, you actually, when you start up, yes, an investment, but you actually get the product for life. So it's yours. So the business is something you get for free. Anyway, so yeah, own product. I'm just trying to look. I'm looking at the other screen just for you guys to know. So it's kind of looking over here. So obviously, so affiliated, it's low investment compared to setting up your own. It takes a lot of time. Like, what are you going to sell? Like, if you do your own product, which one is that? I mean, I want to do like journals, and I don't want to do like, t-shirts and all kinds of stuff, So I've been doing the whole thing, right? And of course, that it takes time to get it set up. And okay. So basically, but what we do with affiliate marketing, you don't need to have any staff because it's you, right? And also what you want to see is that the ability to make an income is uncapped. It's uncapped. And the other thing too is that you get to join in a system that's already worked, to be proven, and it's up and running. And I'll show you about that, how it all hangs together. Okay. All right. And this is one that we also get quite a few times, like the traditional MLMs, because some of you might actually be from that industry, like a network marketing company. And I think this is super important because, so for us, yes, there is an investment, but there's no monthly requirements after that. It's a one-time investment. And also, as you start to build your business within what we are affiliated with, say if you reach like a rank that's like 6A, okay, whatever. That means you have 101 sales, right? If you have that, and then you say, you know what, I'm gonna need to take a break. I don't know, I'm having a kid or whatever. I'm gonna take 6 months off or whatever. You could totally do so, and you will keep the rank. right? Um, yeah, high ticket ones, yeah, exactly. And there's no monthly fees, no commissions, like you don't have to pay anything else. You make the investment and you're done. But the only thing you have to pay in addition is what I use is the academy, is the educational academy. That one is important. You need that. You need the academy. I'll tell you what. It's like super cool. All right. So nothing changes until nothing changes. So let's just, this one is very clear. We gotta change who we are, right? That's how the magic happens, when we're willing to step up and step in and become that new person, embody it. Okay, so this is a little bit more about the company we are partnered with. We are talking about Enagic, and basically they are 49 years old. They're actually the same age as me. It started in 1974. It's from Japan, and they have been, the business structure that they have right now, like with the commission structure, is actually patented. It started in 1998, and it's because it is water. So like, what did it mean for me? Like when I got Enagic Kangen water into my house, I was buying water by the bottles, plastic bottles. Yeah, that was my source of water. And now I can actually have water in my house from the Enagic Kangen machine. And not only does it produce drinking water that is alkaline, because it's alkalized, because it's between 8.5 and 9.5. Which is amazing for drinking, but it also produces the 2.5, right? That's a disinfectant. It also produces, so it's 5 different kinds of water. And you're gonna find it. Once you start to learn more about it, let me know down in the comments if you'd like to have the ebook, and I can send it over to you. There's a free ebook where you can learn more about it. And the other thing too is that we have a few other products. So the K8 is the flagship machine. That is the device that goes into your kitchen. Okay, this is the machine that produces the 5 different kinds of water. So from 2.5 all the way up to 11.5 pH. So we have beauty water, we have neutral water. We also, and we have, the 2.5 that is the disinfectant, and the 11.5, so which is strong water, right? So you can use this, in your garden, for pesticides. You can use it for cleaning. I lived in the tropics, so for us, it's not uncommon to have cases of freaking Clorox, right? Dang. So anyway, the 2.5 will take care of that. The Anespa, another amazing product, and I don't mean anything bad about United States, but I lived over there, and I know that sometimes you take a shower, it smells like freaking chlorine, guys. Oh, it doesn't do that in Norway, but anyway. So basically, what the Anespa does, the shower unit, it removes the chlorine and other things, right? And super awesome. And just know as well that for the Anespa, the filter, you have to change it every 3 years. Like, that's freaking good. I mean, the K8 depends on the use, right? Because if you have a family of 4, that's going to be very different from a family of 2. So the K8 you might have to change that a little bit often. Just make sure you ask me about that so that you know. Some people also want to have a pre-filter on that, just FYI. Okay. The Yukon is the last one, so kind of the products that we recommend. That is turmeric, and I take it every single day. And I tell you, it's it's anti-inflammatory, right? And it's also made based on from kangaroo. Yep. All right. So those are the 2 products. Let me just have a look. All right. This is just an example, right, of what you can actually, what the commission plan can look like. And I want you, just pay attention. If you look down at the from the get-go, if you joined and started your business today, you had a sale tomorrow, you make $340 if you start on the single plan, right? That's like one product. The one that we recommend, if you are serious and when you grow your business, when you grow your business fast, you got to be over on the quad side of things, right? If you really want to kick and you want to go and you want to move your business fast, we recommend to go all the way over and go to our K8 quad. And the reason for that is because that will give you first of all, $905 for your first 2 sets, right? And the other thing too is that you have a K8. Remember, K8 was a device. It gives you the device. It gives you the machine that you can lend out to people. Yeah. Anyway, so then we're coming to the most beautiful thing of it all, and this is actually my reason, and this is actually why I'm here. Not all of it, but part of it. Like, it's a really big part. You see, there's like a golden circle on the screen. What it actually says, like, the thing that really got me is the one that says $5,000 monthly for life. Okay, so, like I said, I traveled the world and I, got all my fun stuff and whatever. And so I don't necessarily, I don't have any pension. I don't believe in that stuff anyway. Is anybody here like escape the matrix people? Let me know. So I will definitely escape the matrix as much as I can. I want to, don't count me in. I'm not doing that stuff. Like, I'm not vaccinated, all that stuff. Nothing against people who's vaccinated. I'm just saying. It's like, I'm like outside of the matrix kind of person. Anyway, so what this means, it means that financially, for life. So I am just about to hit, see the first one, it says like 6-8, 3,000 bonus. Yeah, I'm just about to hit that. But I'm here for the golden circle, and the reason is that I got one son, he's 14, and I want to give this to him. Because you can pass it on to your children or to somebody else that's, been approved by, I don't know what kind of rule it is. But anyway, so that's where I'm going. And the thing is, it doesn't matter if it takes me another 3 years to get there. Who cares? What if it takes me 10 years? What if it takes me 10 years until I reach that level? Well, I'll be 60. How old are you? Think about that. Some people are reaching this in like freaking 3 years from the time starting the business to 6 months. People are not 6 months, not this one, no. But what I'm saying though is that this is huge. This is huge. This is the biggest why. And the thing is, you remember what I was saying earlier? There's no losing of rank. You keep on building your business. You just keep on going as it happens. You go one step in front of the other. You do this, you do this, you do this. And you never really stop. Just keep on going. Anyway. So, okay. So, a little bit of quick stats on Enagic. Is it saturated? No. We're talking water. Water. It's like everybody on the planet drinks water, right? And what I'm seeing too is that more and more people are getting more conscious on what are we doing? What is the footprint that we do on the planet? My health, that is always going to be trending, always going to be like we want to take care of our bodies the best we can. And remember, we are over 70% water, right? So anyway, get the water right, and then the rest will follow. That's kind of why it's not. And the other thing too is doing Kangen alone is not gonna, optimize your health. If you eat McDonald's all day and drink Kangen water, guess what? It's not gonna make a big difference. But if you drink the Kangen water and you eat a little bit healthier, and you start to exercise, and you start to take care of yourself, and you start to build the life of your dreams, guess what? Things start to add up, and then things are changing. It's habit stacking, right? So definitely, we're in the right place. Like I said before, the company is it's going to be 50 years old in June, and there's actually a 500-year vision for the company. And this is the Japanese way, right? Super cool. Okay, and okay, Michael Chris, when you crash the rest, the replay when you come back. Okay, so and we also know that the affiliated marketing industry is also having a massive growth. So this is a good place to be in many sense. Okay, let me just have another sip of water. Let me know if you guys are still there. I see one of you guys gonna hop off. Don't worry about it. Super cool. Okay. So what we have, automated sales, right? I think this is. Let me just see if I see it over here. No, I can't. I was just trying to see if I can see things different. Okay. Yeah, automated sales and systems, and I think this is super important. Like the academy that I am a part of is a system that is doing all the heavy lifting, and what that means is that, yeah, I'm doing a little a chat now, like a live now, but there's also like webinars that you can leverage, or that's already pre-recorded. Like the educational platform, what it has is amazing. And also, that what happens is that if somebody wants to learn more about the business or what we do, then we're like, okay, watch a little bit, learn a little bit, but then the next thing is to actually go into the platform and learn about it, watch videos that's already been created, right? And yeah, email system. This is the thing. So people want, oh yeah, I want to make like 10K a month or whatever what people want to make, right? Yeah, super cool. That's great. But how are you going to deal with that? How are you going to be able to deal with 100K a month? How are you going to be able to deal with a 50K a month? What if you reach 100K a month? How are you going to scale this? And this is what we have, because one of the most brilliant things that we have is that included in the academy, that's costing us $99 a month, we actually get a free sales funnel service. Yes. So when you have people saying, hey, I want to look into what you do and how it works and how it hangs together, they actually get to go in, watch a few videos, learn about what it is, and then have a call, meaning that I don't have to do anything. It's like freaking awesome, right? It's like, oh, it's super cool. So I'm going to show you a little bit about that in a minute. So this is what we do. So this is the process, right? So number one is that we create content and things online. I have chosen to do it online. I have chosen to do it social media. That's kind of the main focus of what we do. If you don't want to do that, you can still run this business. You can go around and do door-to-door knocking, or go to the gym, or go to yoga centers or Pilates centers, or say if you are a yoga instructor and you have your own yoga center, well, put the machine there and let people get hydrated while they're there. Have your own bottle with your name label on it. Guess what? And they refill the water. And guess that's how you sell your business. Yeah. So I choose to do social media. I also have done some ads, not too focused on that. For me, I want to grow organically. If you want to do it, that you want to go grow it with ads, no problem. There's plenty of training, tons of training. Okay, so, but the funnel, what I do is that I create content on social media, where I invite people into a class, just like you are in now. You're in a class, you're watching a little bit of what I do and things like that. Then the next step is going to be going into the academy, into the platform, where you again can look at a little bit more about what we do and how it works. You then get your free call with a digital specialist to see how and what can this mean for you? Like, is this something for you? Yes, no, it's not going to be for everybody, guys. Just know that too. It's not going to be for all of you. It's going to be for some of you. And for some, if you're that person, freaking awesome. But it's not going to be for everybody, just for you to know. Okay? After your call, you figure out what you want to do. Do I want to start this? How do I want to run it? And how's it all hang together? And maybe you need a follow-up call with me. I can maybe offer that. And then you get your products, and then you set up your business. You launch your business. And remember though, what I think is super important too is that I'm here to support you every step of the way. Like in terms of that, when you are ready to launch your business, I'll be there. I got weekly calls. Hop on a call with me in groups. There are also community calls. We got communities of like over 20,000. Seriously, right? Those are the biggest communities. The smaller ones are like, we have some that's like 8,000, and then we have smaller ones. So you kind of want to like start small, because otherwise you get so overwhelmed. There's like 20-something people on there. Yep. So I just wanted to share that. That I just want to help you succeed. So I'm here for available calls, whatever, to launch your business for sure. Okay. All right. So let me just go through a little bit of what you typically see as like, there's like, oh, I can't do it, right? Number one, no time to build a business, or no idea how to start. Okay. The thing is, I am a true believer in that we make time we have time for whatever we prioritize high enough. Whatever I think is most important, I get done. And if building your future and starting to create a freedom of life for yourself, that might require you have to give up some freaking Netflix. It might require that you have to give up some of the things that you do. But that's absolutely fine. Like I have actually, I go in periods, and right now I'm in a period. I'm going, you know what? That's fine. If I miss out on that, that's fine, because my big goal is bigger. I'm going over here. So you gotta be willing to find time. And I think if you're motivated, you have to start to think about what is the cost if you didn't go? What is the cost if you didn't actually change? And what if you start to take the steps? So what we're going to do, so what I would like to say to you is like, at least spend 1 hour a day. Can you do an hour a day? Is there something that you do that you cannot do for, say, the next 3 months coming up? Choose it away. Yeah? And choose to do this and build your business. Okay. That's the number one. No idea how to start? Well, that is actually in the Launch Your Business. It's step by step by step. It's all in there. We're going to help you to do that. Okay. No money to invest, but just know there is financing available. So there's always a way, and get freaking resourceful. If your car broke down and you needed your car next week, you'll figure out a way how to get the car working. So that's what I'm saying. Get resourceful. And I'm not saying you're going to put yourself in any kind of situations where you don't want to, where it's too risky. But what I'm saying, get resourceful. There are ways. So don't use that as a I can't even look at it kind of momentum. Okay. I don't know what the sales and no sales experience. I think this one as well. Sales is something that we all do. We just don't know it. It's like, if you ask me about Saba in the Caribbean, I can tell you everything about that, and I will sell that like it's no tomorrow, because I love that island, right? And I'm sure you have the same. You have a few things. You're so passionate about that you will just sell that. And that's what you're doing. You're actually selling it. And once you start to understand what we have here and how we co-create in here, you might actually go on to the same thing. It's like, how can I not talk about it? So, and also, like I was saying as well, the other thing too is that the digital specialist will actually do the calls for you, right? Okay. What else? Don't want to sell to friends and family. Don't sell to friends and family. Don't do that. What we teach inside the academy is called attractive marketing. And what that means is that you put out something that people will see it, and then if it resonates, they'll come to you. Yeah. So you don't have to do that. Product reviews. Yeah, there's always going to be naysayers all the way around. But make sure you look at the right places. Like if you were to look up more about what we do about, for example, energy Kangen water, definitely go on to Scholar, go on to Google Scholar, and not like normal Google, for example. Or reach out. Like, where's the science, if that's what you want to know. Yeah. Okay. And we already covered that it's not a pyramid scheme, because always remember though, I mean, if you look at any business, there's always somebody on the top. There's a founder and there's a CEO and then it's management. And that's just how businesses are structured. The good thing here is that, it doesn't matter. The one on my team can make more money than me. We don't have it like that. So make sure you have a good look at that as well. Okay. So this is just a little short, little video where you can see a little bit about what the academy look like. Basically, when you come inside, it's like a welcome video, and then it's like a book your call. Remember, you have your free call, and then you start to go through. We actually kind of write down like, what do I really want? What's my goal? What's my financial goal? What's my income goals? What I want to create? Like, who would benefit from me changing, or what would happen to me, and that kind of thing. Get clear on that, right? So yeah, and yeah, it's an all-in-one system. Everything is in one place. Everything you need. Okay, let me see. Yeah. Okay. I think I have too many slides when it comes to this part. But anyhow, I just wanted to let you know as well that, yeah, like I say, we have the discovery process, and also what we do have, which is so cool, is that they bring in like really high-end people that you get to get training from through the academy. We have one next week. His name is Ryan Stewartson, and he has $250 million in transactions online in sales. He is going to host a training for us within the academy next week. I mean, you have to pay a lot of money to actually get on any of his kind of training, right? But we get it included in the mentorship. So that is super cool. And also at the moment, we're doing we have one container where we are growing our business to a next rank up. And it's 1,500 people in there. Right? And then we do like 90 days run. And it's fuck, it's every month you have to every week you gotta do the job, right? You got kicked out. Fuck, I mean, talking about accountability, it's fucking awesome. Anyway, so there's lots of things in here for you. The best way to find out is actually just to get inside and have a look. Like I say, Reagan Halinger is in here, Preston Smalls, I mean, yeah, all the good people, yeah. Okay. So basically, the next thing to do, this is the discovery process. 45-minute call. I think I covered this one already. Let me know if you want to know more about it and I'll get to it. This is the most important one. You come into the business, into the academy, you have your call, and then you launch your business. And this is the part where I'm going to be with you every step along the way. You have now had your discovery call, you ordered your products, you're now an Enagic distributor, and you're ready to launch your business. And it's basically like a video and tells you, yep, this is what you need to do, this is how you do it, go do it, come back. So 30 days, right? And yeah, like I mentioned before, we are definitely global from all over the world, which is awesome. So basically your next steps is to ask me for the link, or I might drop it in the comments down below. What it's going to take you, it's $49 for the first month, it's 50% off. And it also has 14 days money back guarantee, just for you to know. And what's really cool to know is that for the $49, you actually have full access to everything. There's no other level. You know, a lot of times if you buy any kind of software and things, you get inside and then, dang, you don't have access to these things, right? But for $49 for the first month, you have full access to the whole system. And you can't really beat that. And you got 14 days money back guarantee. So there's nothing to lose, guys. There's nothing to lose. Go inside. There is and learn and see if this is for me. And the thing is, if it turns out not to be for you, you're going to get super clear on your goals, your dreams, what you're doing, and you're also going to know why not this. Well, and I'm always saying, well, if not this, what then, right? If it's not this, when? If not now, when? I take massive action. So anyway, with that, I'll leave some final thoughts for you on the screen. Thank you so much for tuning in. This was my first live in I don't know, a year or two. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to be doing more of these coming up. I'm going to be here and let me know if you got any questions. Reach out to me in a DM if you like, or put your questions down below. And super excited to see what you guys are up to, and if you see what I see, if you see the potential, I think now more than ever, it's very important to also find things that are real. I actually got it happened I don't know, what is that, 2 months ago or something. Something happened, and I had one of these shiny object syndrome, and I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll go check it out, and it was one of those sorry, you signed the dollar line, we are not going to give you any refund, no nothing. And I'm going and I don't mean it in the wrong way that masculine is a bad thing, but that was that hurt me, and I was like, okay, this is why we got to be so careful these days, because there's so many people that doesn't come from a good place, that are not, they're not carrying the right energy. And I always kind of look at myself, like a tomboy, a skydive, a jet ski, and scooter, all that stuff. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, I love the softness, the energies. I love that we have 14 days money back guarantee. Sure, go and have a look. If it's for you, great. If it's not for you, that's totally fine. that, and I like more of that. And just and also just final note, whatever you choose to do online, just really be make sure the energy is there, make sure the right energy is there, make sure that the this is something that you align with, right? And watch out, always have the critical eyes on, all right. Sweetheart, thank you so much for your comments, and thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I wish you a blessed rest of the day wherever you are, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. And I gotta figure out how I do this now, because I don't even know how I turn off these things. It's a lot of learning, I can tell you. All right, I think I'm just gonna end stream right here. Okay, lots and lots of love. Thank you so much, and whatever you do, have fun with it, right? Have fun. Yes.